cheap meat never makes a good soup. This proverb suggests that using low-quality or cheap ingredients will not result in a good final product. Specifically, it uses the example of making soup to illustrate this point. The quote can be interpreted more broadly to suggest that taking shortcuts or using inferior ingredients in any endeavor will not result in a good final product. It emphasizes the importance of using care and attention to detail in all aspects of life in order to achieve quality results. Overall, the proverb encourages us to prioritize quality over quantity or cost, and to put in the time and effort required to create something that is truly exceptional. Do a good deed, and throw it into the sea. The proverb emphasizes the importance of performing acts of kindness or generosity simply because it is the right thing to do, without any ulterior motive or desire for personal gain. It suggests that the true value of a good deed lies in the act itself, rather than in any recognition or praise that may be received as a result. The phrase, "throw it into the sea," is used metaphorically to mean that the good deed should be done and then forgotten. Just as an object thrown into the sea disappears from view and is carried away by the currents, the good deed should be done and allowed to stand on its own, without any expectation of return or reward. Every tree casts shadow on its own bottom. The proverb implies that no person or thing is perfect, and that everyone has their own limitations or shortcomings. It also suggests that these limitations are often most visible to those who are most familiar with them, such as family members, close friends, or colleagues. The phrase "casts shadow" also implies that the weaknesses or flaws of something can have a negative impact or influence, just as a shadow can block the light or create darkness. However, it also suggests that these limitations are a natural and inevitable part of life, and that they can be accepted and managed in order to achieve success or fulfillment. Also, the proverb encourages us to recognize and accept our own limitations and flaws, and it reminds us to be understanding and patient with the weaknesses of others, and to focus on their strengths and positive qualities instead. Drop by drop would make a lake. The proverb means that a large and significant outcome or achievement can be accomplished through persistent and consistent efforts, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant each individual effort may be. This proverb emphasizes the importance of patience, perseverance, and incremental progress. Just as a lake is formed over time by the accumulation of countless drops of water, so too can a goal or accomplishment be achieved through the accumulation of small, consistent efforts over time. Overall, the proverb encourages us to stay committed to our goals and to persevere through the challenges and setbacks that we may encounter along the way. The child who doesn't cry will not get milk. That in order to get what one wants or needs, one must communicate and ask for it. The proverb is often used to encourage people to speak up for themselves and to assert their needs and desires. In the context of parenting, the proverb suggests that a child who is silent or passive will not receive the care and attention they need, while a child who cries or makes their needs known is more likely to receive the necessary it. The proverb emphasizes the importance of communication and assertiveness in achieving one's goals and meeting one's needs. It suggests that in order to receive the support and resources one needs, one must be willing to speak up and ask for it. The person who learns music late in life will play in his grave. It is never too late to start learning something new, and the benefits of learning can extend throughout one's life and beyond. Specifically, the proverb highlights the potential joy and fulfillment that can come from learning and playing music, even if one begins to learn later in life. The proverb also suggests that it is never too late to pursue a new passion or interest, and that one should not be discouraged from starting something new later in life. It encourages people to continue learning and growing throughout their life, and to never stop seeking out new experiences and opportunities. The dog barks, the caravan passes. Criticism or opposition from others should not deter someone from pursuing their goals or continuing on their path. The proverb is often used to encourage people to ignore distractions or obstacles that may arise, and to remain focused on their own objectives. The image of a dog barking at a passing caravan suggests that the dog may be trying to stop or deter the caravan, but the caravan continues on its journey regardless of the dog's barking. The caravan represents the journey of life, and the dog's barking represents the distractions and obstacles that can arise along the way. Until the lions have their historians, tales of the hunt shall always glorify the hunter. The proverb highlights the idea that history is often written from the perspective of the powerful, and that those who are marginalized or oppressed may not have their stories or perspectives represented in historical accounts. The metaphor of the lions and hunters suggests a power imbalance, with the hunters being in a position of dominance and control over the lions. There is a need for diverse and inclusive perspectives in historical accounts. Pass the bridge that your kinsmen have passed. It is wise to follow the examples and advice of one's family and ancestors, especially when facing similar challenges or opportunities. The bridge in the proverb can be seen as a metaphor for any significant challenge or transition in life, such as starting a new job, moving to a new place, or facing a difficult decision. The proverb implies that family and ancestral traditions and experiences hold valuable lessons and knowledge that can help guide individuals in their own journeys. It suggests that by learning from the experiences and mistakes of their ancestors, individuals can avoid making the same mistakes and navigate challenges more successfully. Eat and drink with your folks, but don't let the grass grow on the path to your neighbor's house. This proverb suggests that while it is important to maintain close relationships with family and community, it is also important to reach out and build relationships with those outside of one's immediate circle. The proverb encourages individuals to be social and hospitable, and to seek out connections with their neighbors and wider community. One should be proactive in reaching out to their neighbors and maintaining those relationships. The proverb suggests that by being open, friendly, one can build strong connections with those around them and create a sense of community. Until spring comes, nightingales do not sing. The proverb suggests that there are times when certain things are more likely to occur. Just as nightingales usually begin to sing in spring when the weather warms up and food becomes more plentiful, people may also need certain conditions to be met before they can perform their best or achieve their goals. The proverb implies that it may take time for the right conditions to develop, and until then, one may have to wait patiently or prepare diligently for the opportunity to arise.